Welcome back, Rich Nation. My name is AJ, and today we're going to be continuing One Piece episodes 73 and 74. Both giants are not letting up. They always fight each other for the last 100 years. I couldn't even remember why they were fighting, but they were fighting for their pride. And of course, everybody in that organization, Mr. 3, is unfortunately trying to use a tactic that we have not seen on this show, really, by being behind the scenes and trying to like control them by trickery, pretty much setting them up in trickery. And it's kind of sad because they're really nice. Like the giants, you would think they would be violent, but they're really nice. And now seeing them that they have to go fight every time they hear the volcano, they have to go fight no matter what. It's their pride at stake. And now they're having to fight each other, and it's just a bit sad to see. I don't know. I really, like, I was really liking how they were acting and their personality in general, being so open to new people going in there, not being bloodthirsty, until it seemed like, one of them thought maybe Luffy one of them had set them up because, they got hurt. So they don't know who else is there. So they assumed, oh, it's Luffy, but, or the new people they just met. But it's not the case, and they just aren't like that. Anyway, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, smash that like button, hit that notification bell. You can also check out my Patreon at patreon.com/ajrich123, as well as my Twitch, twitch.tv/ajrich. And let's go ahead and start. Now he has to fight. In his head, he has no choice. He could be, he could be dying. He could be on the ground, not being able to move, and he still would drag himself there. Holy hell. Oh, okay, first of all, that would crush anybody else if it wasn't Luffy. He obviously knew that. He's trying to make it so he doesn't stop him. He would think that'd be, make him a coward. Yeah, all he knows is to be a warrior. He doesn't want to change. And he thinks if he doesn't go, that would change it. I feel like he would. He's kind of talking truth. I guess in their eyes, knowledge is they know a lot more than humans who've lived a lot less. Oh man, Usopp's found somebody he really looks up to. And he's going in not realizing it at all. Usopp sees the reason why he's doing it. They can't do that. It's just not possible. I agree. Yeah, I mean, you'd want to be brave. I think even if he doesn't do anything, he would still say that. See, he doesn't notice. He's not noticing. Doesn't want to tell him the truth. See, he doesn't want to tell him the truth at all. See, I would think someone you fought this many times, you would notice right away. But if he did notice, would he stop? That's the question. Yeah, there's no way he can get out of that without them moving it. Because that's how Luffy is. He doesn't have to know you long at all to have those type of feeling, like to believe in people. It's kind of Luffy's charm to be like that. He's got his drink. Oh no, oh no. Now you gotta run off to warn everybody else. Or sneak off. I guess it's easy to get lost. Okay, I'll give Zoro a pass on this one. It would be easy to get lost in a forest like this. Yeah, I was gonna say that can't be. That's not Nami. Oh no. 3. Something to do with their alone in a forest. Things don't compute for Usopp right now. That's what you do. Separate everybody. I guess that's kind of a good way to attack any group. Separate all of them and confuse them. And in this case, it seems like somebody's ability there must be some type of projection or being able to, you know, change into people or something. That's what it's seeming like. Either that or some type of projection or illusion type thing. Because yeah, that's definitely what's happening there. So we saw the number 3, so I'm guessing it's either Mr. 3's like Mr. 3's power ability or something, or I don't know what else it could be, or that maybe that girl or something. I don't know. But yeah, they definitely have them all trapped, which isn't good. I just wish, like, out of the giants, they would, like, the other one would notice like something is off. Because I don't know, I'm waiting for something bad to happen there, because he did notice at least, oh, you're being sluggish right now, but not enough where it's like, hey, there's something wrong. But it's hard when you're obviously been fighting over, you know, for 100 years and nothing like this has ever happened before. So I guess that would be, you know, you've been ending on a tie every single time. I swear we've at least seen him for like 10 minutes over the course of how many episodes we watched of him screaming, crying, and running. I mean, that's an assumption. That doesn't mean necessarily a dinosaur. Someone's got to be sensible here. Exactly, it's not 100%. Oh. Usopp and Sanji technically wouldn't be, right? That's gonna be news to him too. Yup, it's gonna be one-sided. He's still got blood on his face, so that should be a noticeable thing. 100 years, more than anybody else fighting that long. They're just chilling, drinking tea, eating cookies. Oh no. See, that's a cheap shot. It didn't even need that. No! He doesn't want to win like that. He doesn't want to win like that. Holy shit. That's life. That is life going from your eyes. It's a victory in his head right now, but if he knew... He went fully in knowing he'd probably die, but he had to. Luffy can't stand to see that. And they're just sitting there not caring at all. Okay, he deserves to get, like, gum to the face. Hopefully he's not actually dead. It's such bullshit. You never want to win a fight with a technicality. And he doesn't know. But what now though? Where was the thought of conclusion? And let me guess. He's probably gonna tell him or something. Of course he'd be tearing up in sadness because it's his, it would be, understand the way he's tearing up there, because yes, he wanted to win and they've been fighting for that long, but this wasn't a fight of like, this wasn't an anger fight. This wasn't a fight because he hated his opponent. They both respected each other. They respected each other enough to keep fighting to the very end, regardless if it was a tie every time. They were always there. So him defeating his opponent is more of a sad loss, like a sad win, because he won, but I mean, you could really call him your friend, because you've pretty much been fighting your friend for 100 years. You finally get a win. How could you be happy about it? Oh, he trapped him? Yeah, I think you need to get Luffy out of there first. Oh no. And Luffy can't move. We already know Luffy can demolish these guys, but can Usopp beat these guys? Actually, it could be a 2v2. You're underestimating Zoro. But he's too busy being lost. That's a loyal pet. Very loyal. Ooh. This is why... Don't abuse your pets. Don't abuse pets at all. These guys are making me dislike them more than I already disliked them. Ooh, she's pissed. She already had trouble before, but maybe both of them together. Though, when you think about it, this is actually a good fight for Usopp. Long distance moves. Snot versus... Now they're in trouble. What? Oh, that's what that is? Wax? Okay. That makes way more sense. The wax bodies or whatever, like they that we saw earlier, we thought was like, I don't know if you guys thought that initially, but I thought it was they either had some type of like illusion type, maybe an illusion thing or something, or a clone, like something that was weird, like you were able to turn yourself into somebody, something like that. But it must be some type of like wax clone or wax, like you could maybe like create things out of wax and put wax anywhere. I don't know what the extent of it is, but that's the only thing that makes sense, unless it was somebody else that was using a different technique there. But oh god, we already knew that, like, their trickery and their bullshit, but to do this to this extent, set that entire thing up, and then even though the guy's already weakened, you sped it up by making him fall on some wax and make his rival literally just cut him over a technicality. That makes it so much worse. And then it, like, there's no way he's not going to feel guilty now. By knowing that, he would feel completely guilty because it wasn't a fair fight. It wouldn't even feel achieved because it's not a fair fight, and that's not prideful at all. Like, yeah, I don't like the conclusion of that whatsoever. But now Luffy can't. We already know Luffy beat those guys by himself. He was able to handle them easily, right? But Usopp and Miss Wednesday, Vivi, like, we know they had a hard, not Usopp, but Miss Wednesday had a hard time fighting them before, when she was she couldn't really even keep up with them. So 2v2, a little bit better of a shot here, which is good, but yeah, they're definitely in a pickle. How can you be happy with, like, just trickery and bullshit like that? Is there no extent to how much wax he can put on everything? Or put? Oh, Usopp got taken out that fast. This is coming from somebody that got his ass beat just a little bit ago, back at Whiskey Peak. Ooh, damn. Coming from Luffy. Actually, oh, break the rock? Is that what he's... Yeah, he's trying to get him to break it. It has to be. It's got to be weakened, right? Oh, maybe not. I thought that would have been a possible strategy. So he's in his power is like OP against like giants and things like this. Well, with your ability, it works. Not every power would work that way, or people that fight normally. Even making fun of the fights and his pride. Oh, he's... He must... Oh, he didn't even know about that. Yup, tell the truth. See? He has a right to know, though. Once it hits you, you're just screwed. So the main thing is to avoid it. Oh, so it is... It must be some type of candle clone or something, or candle... What the... Holy shit. Wait, what is that, a bunch of candles? God damn. How? Nuh-uh. Even they got grabbed? But Sanji's out there still. Bullshit. Technicality. See, Zoro doesn't believe it. What is he trying to do with this, though? Service set? I don't even... I'm trying to think of what the point of making something like that is. Obviously, there's a bunch of candles. It's so huge, you could technically... I mean, you could burn everything up like that. But I feel like this guy likes tricks, and I feel like he would do something to like toy with everybody or something. Because why make this if he has the ability to make this massive amount of candle wax to the point where it's humongous, where you could literally just burn down everything. He's got something in mind here. It's very strange. It's got like a pumpkin carving face too. Stuck in the wax. Oh, jeez. Wax figures? Like permanently? Oh. So that's what that is. I think Broggy's gonna have a very hard time like going forward here, because what he just learned was that it was all crap. His opponent, the guy he's been facing for 100 years, wasn't able to go. He lost by a technicality. It wasn't real. He won, but it wasn't real. So his pride is shot. Everything, of course, it's going to be hard for him to move at this point. See, that's so messed up. He was so invested in winning. He's never had to like look that hard. They've tied every time. What? So he noticed. I mean, he noticed he was going slower, but because he knew he couldn't. He had to. That means he had to keep fighting. He knew it was better for. That is true. It would have been worse for him not to strike him down. Yeah. He won't let him live this down. Shit. God damn, even from was it from that? Oh no, from the snot. Okay. They gotta keep going. Oh. Even he knows he's gotta keep going. They just have to they have to break Luffy out of there. The amount of wax he can do is just never ending. Seriously, an OP power. Ooh. Damn. I just want bad things for him. So, he needs to get smashed in the face. The more it spins, the hotter it's getting. Oh, it's probably close. So whatever expression that they have at the end is what they'll that is a freak artist. Like, reduced to that, and it doesn't even get to end the right way. What was it for? This would make you question things like that. That's all they wanted. It's not a lot to ask for. Probably questioning everything at this point. Waiting for the best time? Team up. Oh shit! No, he's not. To that extent, Zoro will do anything. Zoro's definitely crazy. Which is understandable. It's about picking yourself up afterwards. Regardless of the way to do it, he's gonna try winning. Look at that face. That's the face of a maniac. Oh, and shit, they got out too. I guess they eventually broke it. Now they're in trouble. Well, now he doesn't have to chop off his legs. Yeah, they deserve to get their ass kicked. These guys always, they always underestimate Luffy and everybody else. He didn't even realize it. They're just chilling there. Ooh! He hacked it himself! What the fuck? Zoro, you're a maniac! Oh man, if we didn't think Zoro was crazy already, he was already halfway to hacking. I knew he wasn't bullshitting when he said he'd hack his legs off to fight. I feel like I know him well enough now that I know he'll do it. But Luffy gets there and he was already halfway in. I don't know why that surprised me for half a second, but he's always fucking bleeding. So it makes complete sense he would do that. But I'm wondering if my big question, that rock, you know, how he kind of, this is what I felt. I felt like he baited, what was it, like number 5, like Mr. 5. I thought he baited him into like breaking the rock a little bit. This is just what I think, and you guys can let me know if this is true or not, or what your guys' guess is with this. I feel like him, like Luffy having him like kind of calling him out, then Mr. 5 is like sending a bunch of explosions on that rock, must have weakened it enough so Usopp, Usopp and the Chocobo, I can't stop calling him that, literally would be able to break it down. That's the only thing I can think of, because that rock, I don't know how else they would have broken that, or broken that rock. But whatever the case is, they were able to get out. Now they don't have, now all of them, like, Nami, Vivi, and Zoro don't have to sacrifice part of their body to be able to get out of there. But you have to really feel bad. Like, I really, really feel for the giant there. Like, I really feel for him, because he didn't get, like, all they wanted was a fight against each other. They wanted to die fighting. That's all they wanted. They didn't ask for much at all. And they, believed in this god, the god of war. They're saying, this is all I wanted. And then he's like, it made so much sense he would question. That's when things go wrong like that, you question stuff, question what you believe in, question things that are happening. Why is this happening to me? And you see somebody that's just was so like nice and just like uplifting, and then you see someone break down like that to that point where you're questioning your god, you're questioning. It was just kind of sad to see, but it was good that he didn't stay down for that long. He was able. And with that personality, I would think you would be able to, I mean, with Zoro's help for sure, but would be able to push yourself up and be like, yeah, this sucked. This happened and we didn't even get our fight. But, you have to move forward. And at this point, you got to be able to beat them. So it was good that they were able to talk and push each other up there. But man, does anybody else want to see these guys literally pretty much, I think Nami said it, where she said we beat them enough where they don't have their same, they don't look the same way. They don't have I don't remember the exact phrase, but it was like they don't have the same form or something. I want that. I would love. That's how much I'm, especially Mr. 3. I want to see him get beaten to a freaking pulp, because we've seen some bad guys. We've seen a lot of. I think a lot of these guys are pretty bad, but this one was like, I don't know. This one was weirdly more evil in my head. Just the way, maybe it's because when you're sneakily doing stuff like that and you're going behind the scenes and you're manipulating the situation, which is what Mr. 3 did for the most part, it made me hate him more than I think most of the people we've gone up against. And that's really saying something, because you can say like people that they fought so far had something, that they were fighting for something, they were at least going, they weren't just biting, or they weren't just barking, they were biting as well. And with this case, I don't know, I just don't like the guy at all. But I will say, when credits due, his devil fruit power, I think, is probably one of the more OP ones I've seen. I feel like his ability could be used because there is absolutely no limit, it seems like, to how much how much he can make. So he can put it everywhere. You saw how big it became. He can burn it on fire. You could literally kill somebody absolutely easily. What I want you guys to let me know, out of the devil fruit powers that we've seen, what do you guys think of? What do you guys think this ranks in the ones we've seen? Because I really feel like this has got to be up there. In how, and I'm talking just pure strength and ability, like how it can be used. Do you think it's probably maybe not necessarily the strongest, but more of like the one that could be used for multiple things, as we've seen? You guys let me know in the comments down below. But anyway, thank you for watching. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, smash that like button, hit that notification bell. Also check out the Patreon at patreon.com/ajrich123. See episodes early over on there, full reactions. And also you can check out the twitch.tv/ajrich for streams. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.